Michael, I think the thing he hated the most, that he never signed up Cold Chisel.
At the time, we were managed by Jeff Skews, who managed us and Stars out of Adelaide.
The mighty rock's coming after you, yeah. The mighty rock.
Stars were much more together. They were a real pop band. They had sort of real pop hits. They had a look, and we were lying around, drunk in corners and fighting and sort of being run out of towns and stuff. In the short term, Stars would have been a much more, viable sort of thing to sign.
I left my heart to the shadows round Kingston, and I sold my soul with my cigarette to the black market man.
I think he realised after he'd lost us, or after we made our first record, that he'd completely screwed up, and we never let him forget it for about 20 years.
Jimmy represents where Michael Gudinski comes from, because he is a rock and roller, and that was always what interested Michael in being in music in the first place.
When I did finally leave the band, there was no question in my mind about I didn't approach anybody else, really.
Jimmy and I became good mates, and even though we didn't do business together, I became quite friendly and used to just turn up at a lot of Cold Chisel gigs just as his mate. And towards the end, when it was starting to get rocky and there was a lot of drama, he came to me. In fact, I got a phone call one day, and I think it was actually my birthday or his birthday, and he said, "Cold Chisel's breaking up, I'd like you to come up and talk to me."
Michael, number one, showed incredible faith in the signing. Number two, supported me all the way, allowed me, to make as many mistakes as I did, as well as, allowed me to make the choices that I made so that I would grow. And then when things did flounder, he was the first one to put up his hand to help. I could ask Michael for anything. And so with that in mind, he gave me freedom to be able to do a solo career. I didn't want people to compare what I was going to do solo to Cold Chisel, not too closely anyway. So that's the reason I jumped out, and I think we finished in December, and I was touring in March, as a solo performer. Michael was, desperate to hear what I was going to do for the first record, and we were starting to cut stuff, and it was sounding pretty good. And so Michael decided to leave it for about a week and then come and have a listen. And the night before, when we knew he was coming, we sort of recorded a whole bunch of country tunes, with me singing, "We got married in a feet," and we did all these songs and recorded them. And Michael came in, and as he walked in, we said, "Look, it's a little bit of a new direction, but we think this is going to work."
So all of a sudden they put on this tape, and I look at the tape and it's called Jim's Barn Band. And I don't twig, I think someone spelled it wrong, and it's a real hick country sort of Jimmy yokeling this stuff.
Yeah, I seen him just got blood draining from his face. And he didn't say it. And he's just, I was really shocked because I was expecting him to go, "What the is this?" But he sat there really straight faced.
And I'm going, "Oh my God." So I've heard the first song and I've gone, "Don't say anything, just keep listening. You might have missed, I'm famous, I've put my foot in it before on one listen." Second song comes on and I'm starting to panic.
We were expecting him just to go nuts, but by that point, after about 2 songs, we couldn't keep straight faces anymore, so, he knew.
At least I didn't go, "Yeah, man, that's a number one." I just was happy that I was honest enough to say what I thought.
Jimmy wasn't the only ex-Chisel to have solo success. Ian Moss had a huge album with Matchbook, due in no small part to Don Walker's songwriting. The Chisels are back, and this time they're at Mushroom.
The first rehearsal we did, I was actually really, really nervous, and I suppose the whole band was, and we walked into the opera house and just started playing, and it was literally like putting on an old pair of shoes. It was no effort at all. In the first week I realised, you know, why I used to get so drunk all the time with Cold Chisel, because it was so easy, you know. I mean, the band really drives, you know, and it's not something that I have to make an effort. You know, for me, the effort is just to keep up with everybody. It's great.
I had a big champion in the company at that time, Michelle Higgins, and she come and seen me play quite a lot. And at that time, we pretty much had Regular and Mushroom competing for us. That's when Michelle Higgins allegedly locked herself in a hotel room and said to Michael, "I'm not coming out of this hotel room until you sign Paul Kelly." I did those 2 records with Mushroom, and they didn't sell very well. So Gudinski said to me, "We're not going to put up the money to make the next record unless you re-sign." I thought I was being held over a barrel, so I walked, thinking I could get a record deal somewhere else, and I couldn't.
Paul Kelly's career with Mushroom starts with a pub band, a guy that everyone thought, what a fantastic songwriter. Paul is not very happy with those records, but it got him started. Then he thought his career was over. He moved to Sydney, recorded an album. He thought he was going to release it by mail order, called it Post for that very reason. And because he was Paul Kelly, because the songs were so good, Mushroom came back into the picture, and you know what happened.
Before too long, we'll be together and no one will tear us apart. Before too long, the words will be spoken, I know all the action by heart.
He's a storyteller, he's a real Australian writer, and yet he can rock as well. He can do these soft, really emotional songs, but he can also let loose and have some of the great guitar players and great bands around him.
Caught the fever, heard that old song, I thought I loved it, thought I could do no wrong, started howling, made no sense, thought all my good friends would rush to my defense. In the middle, in the middle, in the middle of a dream, I lost my shirt, I pawned my rings, I've done all that
Paul has produced records for other artists, including Renee Gayer, Vika and Linda, and of course, Archie Roach.
It's a great pleasure to be presenting an award at the Arias for Paul Kelly. I've had the pleasure of crossing paths with Paul over the years. We worked together on the Yothu Yindi Song Treaty, and I respect his passion for his country and his sense that a true Australia is a place reconciled with its Aboriginal people.
There shall be a treaty negotiated between the Aboriginal people, the government on behalf of all the people of Australia.
I was asked by Yothu Yindi to go up to Arnhem Land. When I first arrived, Manawoid said, "I want to write a song about the treaty. I want a white man and a black man write the song together." We were just sort of jamming around and didn't really have any chorus or anything, so just sang treaty a couple of times a day. I think, "Oh, we'll fix that later." It fell into that.